In the verdant valley of Eldridge, there was a small village where time seemed to move at its own leisurely pace. The villagers were a content lot, living in harmony with nature's rhythms. Among them was a boy named Tim, whose reputation for tardiness was as widespread as the valley itself. Tim was a bright lad, with eyes that sparkled with mischief and a mind quick to solve the most intricate puzzles. Yet, for all his talents, Tim had never learned to respect time. He would saunter into school long after lessons had begun, amble into the fields when the day's work was nearly done, and arrive at festivals just as the celebrations were winding down. The village chief, a wise old man named Mr. Hawthorn, had taken note of Tim's habitual lateness. He saw in Tim a reflection of his younger self, and it pained him to watch the boy squander his potential. So, he decided to impart a lesson that would last a lifetime. One crisp autumn morning, Mr. Hawthorn summoned Tim to his cottage. The walls of the cottage were lined with clocks of every shape and size, each ticking in perfect unison. "Tim," Mr. Hawthorn began, "do you hear the symphony of these clocks? They are a reminder that time marches on, with or without us." Tim nodded, his curiosity piqued by the array of timepieces. "Time is a gift, Tim," Mr. Hawthorn continued. "It is the canvas upon which we paint the story of our lives. But unlike the endless valley before us, time is finite. Once a moment passes, it is lost forever." Tim listened, the gravity of Mr. Hawthorn's words slowly sinking in. "Now, the harvest festival is upon us," Mr. Hawthorn said, his eyes twinkling. "And I have a challenge for you. If you can be the first to arrive at the festival grounds and assist in the preparations from dawn till dusk, I will grant you the honor of lighting the bonfire. That signifies the start of the festivities." Tim's heart leapt at the challenge. He had always wanted to light the bonfire, a privilege reserved for the most esteemed villagers. The night before the festival, Tim lay in bed, restless. The chief's words echoed in his mind, and he realized that his disregard for time had cost him friendships, opportunities, and respect. As the moon sailed across the starlit sky, Tim made a vow to change his ways. Determined, Tim rose with the first blush of dawn and made his way to the festival grounds. The village was still asleep, the only sound being the gentle rustling of leaves in the morning breeze. Tim worked tirelessly, setting up stalls, decorating the square, and helping the elders. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of orange and purple, the villagers gathered for the festival. They were astonished to see Tim not only present, but leading the preparations. When the time came to light the bonfire, Mr. Hawthorn proudly handed Tim the torch. The flames leapt into the sky, casting a warm glow over the faces of the villagers. In that moment, Tim felt a sense of accomplishment he had never known before. He had not only earned the respect of his fellow villagers, but had also learned the value of time. From that day forward, Tim was a changed boy. He became known not for his tardiness, but for his punctuality and reliability. The villagers would often hear him say, "Don't waste your Tim, for time waits for no one." And so, Tim's story became a cherished tale in Eldridge, passed down through generations as a reminder to cherish every moment.